Tropical Cyclone Fabien 2023 last modified, May 9-15, 2023 UTC. This is a dangerous system. Damaging winds, heavy rainfall, storm surge, rough seas, mudslides, and flash flooding are all possible risks. Fabien is located 685 kilometers east-northeast of Diego Garcia, and has moved west-southwestward at 19 kilometers per hour, 10 knots, over the past 6 hours. Fabien is forecast to continue tracking towards the west to southwest along the northern side of a deep subtropical ridge through the majority of the forecast period. Over the next 36 hours, a deep up-level trough will move in from the west, eroding and ultimately breaking the steering ridge. However, as the trough pushes by to the south, it is expected to weaken and fill, leaving Fabien trapped in a weak steering pattern between a developing near ridge to the northeast, which extends a ridge pellet to the east of Fabien, and strong subtropical ridge centered to the southwest over northern Madagascar. In response to the change in the steering environment, Fabien will slow down sharply, and become nearly quasi-stationary to the southeast of Diego Garcia over the next 5 days. A generalized slow drift towards the southwest is anticipated, but a meandering, or looping track cannot be discounted as the steering pattern will be very weak. It is anticipated that the convective activity will begin to wrap up shear, push back on the moderate easterly shear, and conclude the core within a mesozoal region of low wind shear. This will allow for rapid axisymmetrization of the vortex and development of an up-level point source. With the warm waters and moist atmosphere providing ample energy, it is anticipated the Cyclone Fabien will rapidly intensify over the next 24 to 36 hours, reaching a peak of 205 km per hour, 110 knots, in 36 hours. As the system slows down and becomes quasi-stationary, it will induce sea surface temperatures cooling, accompanied by a reduction in up-level outflow will lead to a slow weakening trend through the remainder of the forecast period. Track guidance has come into better agreement with this run, with all consensus members now in agreement, at least over the next 5 days, on a southwestward track. Some of the models including the GEM and the HWRF do begin to turn the system to the east in 5 days, but the remainder show a very slow southwestward or quasi-stationary motion after 2 days and especially after 3 days. The model envelope has tightened to a 278 km circle, along and cross track spread roughly equal, in 5 days. Ensemble guidance shows a high degree of uncertainty, with large spreads in the ensemble members and significant differences between the Essence and Jeff's ensemble means, particularly after 5 days. The uncertainty of track motion with a weak steering pattern and large ensemble spread means that overall confidence in the forecast track remains low. Intensity guidance is also coming into better agreement, with all consensus members indicating near rapid or rapid intensification, RI, over the next 24 to 36 hours. Additionally, the DTOPS, READPAIR, RIDCON, and RUD RI aids are triggered, and the COMS TC ensemble RI probability exceeds 80% in the next 0 hours, minus 24 time it from. The JTWC forecast follows the majority of the RI trend line, but deviates lower than the peak in right, 130 knots, and DTOPS, 120 knots. Confidence in the intensity forecast is medium and a higher peak intensity remains possible, as model guidance struggles with small core tropical cyclones. Maximum significant wave height is 9.4 meters, 31 feet.